Русија во сопствената меѓународна пропаганда нема намера да се представи како идеално општество.
But its main aim is to demonstrate that the Western system is no better than the Russian one. Its main aim is to expose the West as a hypocritical one.
Тоа во разговор за Гласот на Америка го вели Максим Саморуков, експерт за руска пропаганда.
The key reason for the success of the Russian propaganda is that it actually doesn't care that much about advancing Russia's interests per se, as it aims to undermine the Western interests. And destruction is always easier than any constructive work.
Саморуков денес е соработник на истражувачкиот центар Карнеги за Русија и Евроазија со седиште во Берлин, но долги години работел како независен новинар во Москва.
After the annexation of Crimea, the situation, the atmosphere inside Russia became more repressive, and some independent media continued to function, but their financial standing was quite difficult.
После руската инвазија врз Украина во 2022 година, можностите за слободни истражувања во Русија драстично се смениле.
Russian authorities have introduced a number of new laws and new restrictions which made the continuation of my work on the same level of quality simply impossible. Because I was facing a risk of a prison term for doing my job, and this left me no options but to leave the country.
Вели дека до руските граѓани не доаѓаат доволно информации за војната во Украина.
The Russian government is keen to keep the war in Ukraine as far as possible from the life of an average Russian, and so far they have been quite successful in it. They don't want to know uncomfortable details of what is going on in Ukraine and what is going on with Russia's invasion of Ukraine. They want to isolate their life from this stuff. So I think this is again the secret for the success of the Russian propaganda.
Саморуков укажува и за руските влијанија на Балканот.
In the Balkans, Russia is using local problems very successfully. This is like local problems is the foundation of the Russian success here in terms of informational warfare and propaganda. Yeah? Russia capitalizes on historical grievances, historical grudges against the West, capitalizing on inter-ethnic conflict in the Balkans. And again, Russia doesn't offer the Balkans any positive agenda. Its aims in the region are limited to undermining Western influence. Russia doesn't want to bring the Balkan countries into its own integrational associations like Eurasian Economic Union or Collective Security Treaty, its military alliance led by Russia.
Вели дека заштитата од дезинформациите е најдобра одбрана од пропагандата.
Pay more attention to details, be more critical about the information you perceive. And it's also important to reform the societies and to improve the general level of education and well-being in societies like the Balkan ones, yeah? Because again, the success of Russian propaganda here, the response it finds here is to a very big extent based on the local economic problems, local interethnic problems, and other problems which are still unresolved in these countries, but which may be gradually tackled by the process of reforms and gradual economic development.
За Гласот на Америка, Тоше Огњанов.